Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Jalen Hurts career simulation. Um, Basically, in these videos, what we do is we look at the player's team and we look at the players and we just simulate until they retire, switch teams, are too low of an overall to even start. We just simulate all the way past. We see how the team develops over time. We see how Jalen Hurts develops over time. We've seen him go to free agency a couple of times, and maybe here soon we'll see him in free agency. He's in year three. He's got to get to year four, and then after that, actually, he might be going 5 years. I'm not sure like how long it is until Madden puts it like end of rookie contract, but it should be interesting to see. Got a good team around him. He's got a lot of great players, good weapons, offensive lines, great defense. Could use some work in the linebacker area because you're white. It's not really your guy. Marcus Epps has looked fine at times, but not great. And then Blankenship has really stepped up and played well. Um, Darius Slay, McPherson, you probably got to get better corner room. And here, Avonte Maddox is back. I forgot to generate highest overall offense since we're dealing with no injuries here. I turn all injuries off and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, the team looks good. Jalen is really good. Still very young. We'll see how high his ceiling is. Maybe a 99 overall guy. We could see at one point. Yeah, I mean, they have a first round bye this year. Excited to see what they can do in the next years. You've got New York Giants, Philadelphia, in this one right here. 14-3 is kind of unheard of in Madden. It's kind of weird seeing it. But New York versus Philadelphia here in the divisional. We'll see who wins this one. It will be the Philadelphia Eagles to go against the number one defense in the league in the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see who comes out victorious in this one. It is the Eagles. It'll be an Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl. Josh Sweat with the upgrade right there as well. But, I mean, you've got so many good players on this team. It's kind of hard to believe if you were to exit before now. I mean, the only real competition I see in real life is the Niners. But, yeah, I guess let's see if they can beat the Kansas City Chiefs here in the Super Bowl. I think they have a good chance. Do they do it? Do they do it? We lose 24-42. It wasn't even close. So after we conclude a season, we normally just go to sim to next season, see what the team looks like, go to the playoffs. We sim all the way to the playoffs, see how the team does, then look at like stats and everything like that. And I think we'll just do that until Jalen Hurts pretty much retires. So apparently we get a little bit worse going to an 86 overall. I'm pretty sure we were worse than that. Or better than that, my bad. And you retain Jalen Hurts, no Miles Sanders. It'll be Kenneth Gainwell, the lead back in the system. You brought in Boo Boo Smith-Schuster over here. Brought in this guy, Quez Watkins, obviously still here. Gibbs you bring in. Dallas Goedert, Lane Johnson, Samuelo, Ethan Posich, Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata. Don't know why I said Jalen. Oh my God. Superstars. Sean Reddick, James Bradbury. I mean, all of these guys right here. Your defensive line is insane. You bring in Jonathan Jones. Wingard, probably not your guy. You also bring in Donovan Wilson. I loved the way that he actually played in the Dallas game, that the Dallas Bucks game. He played really well. Was kind of ruthless, but yeah, I mean, Alex Singleton is back to being an Eagle. I'm pretty sure he was an Eagle. Nakobe Dean, probably. I'm just going to put him in sub linebacker too. You'd probably just want him more. Javon Hargrave has to start over Brandon Graham. I'm not going to let that not happen. Yeah, I mean, you've got yourself a pretty good team. See what they can do. And we finished 11-6, find ourselves in a wild card spot. Good year number 2, in my opinion. Should I do these with the real rookies? I made myself a class. Jordan Love, man. What is up with him in these simulations? He throws for like 5,300 yards every time. Anywho, Jalen Hurts threw for 4,700 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. Very solid season. Kenneth Gainwell was horrible. Boo Boo Smith-Schuster here was 1,200 yards. And A.J. Brown, I almost called him Anto Brown. Not Antonio. Devontae, 994. Dallas Goedert, 837. Kenneth Gainwell even getting some work out of the backfield for sure. Grant Calcaterra, my guy. SMU graduate with actually looking to become a paramedic. So Cool stuff there. You didn't know that. Alex Singleton with 124 tackles, and Kobe Dean right there hopefully improves. Fletcher Cox had 20 TFLs, 19 for Hassan. Josh Sweat had 16. Javon Hargrave had 10 sacks. Josh Sweat led the team. Fletcher Cox and Kobe Dean actually had 6 with 2 interceptions. Good season from him, 5 TFLs as well. Yeah, I mean, maybe he can be spectacular one day. But not what we're here to look at. We're here to look at Mr. Jalen Hurts. Let's go ahead and see if they can get past the Bears in the wild card. Good turnaround from the Bears, by the way. Go against a division opponent who actually beat you. And the division, they won the division. The Washington Commanders did. Now Philadelphia looking to beat the division beaters. And they lose once again. So that does suck. Who had the weekly award for us, though? It would have been James Bradbury with 9 tackles and a forced fumble. Jacoby Brissett was the Washington Commanders quarterback. That explains it all. We have an issue. I was going to check on Jalen Hurts' contract. He's gone. He is no longer here. You got Ian Book, Gibbs, and Neil Mann. Where's Jalen Hurts? Where'd he go? Young boy got lost. Gotta go find him. Okay. I can't believe this. Jalen Hurts is a freaking giant, dude. Are you kidding? Let's go see what Brian Daboll is able to do over here with Jalen Hurts, man. That's crazy. All right, well, this very good New York team. I mean, it's not really that great right now, but I have faith. I have faith. Is led out by Jalen Hurts, Saquon, OBJ, Darius Slayton, Wandale. I mean, it's just a good squad. Andrew Thomas here's a 92. That's what I'm talking about. Elijah Wilkinson, Bradbury, Runyon, Evan Neal, Hayden Hurst at tight end is pretty cool. Lockbomb. I love that name. That's a Hall of Fame name for sure. Brought in Trey Diggs, Dory Jackson still here, Cordell Flott, and Webster. Williams, Lawrence. This guy looks crazy. And Trev Gibson is OL. Julian Love, Aziz Ojolari, Leighton Vander Esch, Michael Walker, and Kayvon Thibodeau. Rushing your quarterback, you have Kayvon Thibodeau. These two in the interior, Aziz Ojolari off the other edge. Leighton Vander Esch and Michael Walker doing their thing. And don't know if you want Brian Edwards in the slot, but I'm not going to take my time to change that. Because let's just see how this team does. Finish the season 10-7. Have a wild card matchup against the Minnesota. I was about to call them the Minneapolis Vikings. That's just not the right name for him. Yeah, let's go ahead and Jordan Love doing his thing again. What playbook is Jordan Love in right now? Jalen Hurts throwing for just about the same with way more interceptions and a lot less touchdowns. Not great. 1,400 yards from Saquon's awesome. OBJ becomes a giant again and goes for nearly 1,500 yards. Darius Slayton with 1,200. Wandale nearly 900. Brian Edwards doing his thing. Saquon, Hayden Hurst, a little bit involved there defensively. Don't really care what's going on here. I just kind of see how the playbook is. Okay. It's actually not that bad. Okay, that's interesting. You got good players and you got good production. Very rarely happens in Madden. If you guys ever played it, you would know. Team salaries right here. Let's go ahead. Take a little look-see at Jalen Hurts' contract. Yeah, I mean, 26 years old, 94 overall. He's getting paid, close to $50 million a year. Saquon's contract, man, that is a big contract for a running back for sure. It's crazy that they're, extended him. Dexy, I can't remember what they call him. Dexter Lawrence, huge contract as well. Andrew Thomas on a big one. You got a lot of players that are just very, very heavily. You just paid. I put it that way. Simulate past this wild card to see if we can get past the Minneapolis Vikings, and we do. We're against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now in the divisional. Let's see if we can get past them. They're an 83 overall. We're better if not we're better if not the same. We lose though by 3. On to next season. Look at the team with Jalen Hurts' second year in New York with the Giants here. Up to a 93 overall. OBJ is still here doing his thing. Darius Slayton. How does he not have superstar development? Okay, whatever. Wandale, normal development. I mean, Brian Edwards still here doing his thing. Darius Slayton, Hayden Hurst. Lockbomb up there now. Evan Neal, Runyon, same offensive line, except Josh Azudu will come over at left guard defensively. Lose Michael Walker, Leighton Vander Esch is up there. Michael McFadden's there as well, but you brought in Harrison, and you lose Azeez Ojulari, it looks like. And then this guy's a superstar X Factor, and you have Sexy Dexy. That's the name, right? Sexy Dexy. And then this guy, I'm not quite. I couldn't tell you who was here. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't tell you that. Webster up to 78. Cordell Flott, yeah, doing his thing. Yeah, I mean, see if the New York Giants can put themselves in the playoffs again. I mean, in my opinion, I think they will, but can they get past the divisional? Don't know about that. So we actually finished last in our division at 7-10. We had a really good division, but we're at the best overall we've been at. It is interesting though. I will look at the stats and awards here. Davis Mills, man, I want to know what these how these playbooks are working out with these certain guys. But Jalen Hurts improving from last season. Saquon, kind of a downgrade from last season. OBJ not quite as good. Darius Slayton still doing his thing. Wandale nearly 1,000. Defensively, Leighton Vander Esch over like 140 almost. And then you got a few guys doing a few things. Chris Wolf goes for 10. Leonard, Sexy Dexy, Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, yeah, this is the new look team. You lose Odell Beckham Jr., but you get DJ Moore, Boo Boo Smith-Schuster back. Oh no, Odell is still here. Darius Slayton has actually just jumped him in overall. Lockbaum becomes your starting guy. Offensive line still kind of the same, except Mr. Hayes there. Same corners, same defensive line. You bring in a Jabo. Chris Barnes is here now instead of Leighton Vander Esch. This guy's superstar. Capers, I'm going to play over Flynn. Love and McKinney are your safeties. Got a good squad headed into just another year. I mean, I hope that they can do better than they did last year. And if they don't, I might even just mess with their playbook a little. And at an 86 overall by the end of the year, you're 6-11, not looking good. Neil Mann, if you guys remember, Eagles quarterback, actually. Jalen Hurts having kind of a bum season, not going to lie. It's not great. Not great. Saquon doing his thing really well, though. DJ, over 1,000. Juju, over 1,000. Darius Slayton, almost over 1,000. Cody Lockbaum, 6 touchdowns, not quite, quite at 750, but it's close. Defensively, good tackles, TFL, sure. And then sacks, cool. I will change the playbook. Bring in Rashad White here. You also have this guy, Drake. Saquon's still here. Jalen's still here. You bring back Evan Ingram with Lockbaum taking the back seat. Dalton Reisner's here now. Got this guy Fullen as your receiver. DJ, Boo Boo. Defensively, this guy's a superstar development player. Harrison's here. Trayvon's here. Jonathan Jones is still, kicking it, I guess. Julian Love, Ajabo, and yeah, this is just pretty much your defense here. Yeah, we're 6-11 again. Obviously, not a good result. Obviously, look to be a little bit better than that. I mean, stats and awards, I'll look at it, but it looks like wasn't the playbook that helped us out here. Yeah, Saquon down in production, Boo Boo, Colton Fullen. I'm not sure exactly what to really do now. I could just go all out and do the playbook that works half the time. Either you get really good numbers or you get atrocious numbers. I think I'll do that. But yeah, I guess we got to flip the script sometime or some. I shut up. But we've gotten a lot worse since last season. Apparently, we do it with Jalen Hurts though. Superstar development here for Fullen. You bring in Hughes instead of having Lockbaum. You got a good couple of backup guys, obviously. Archer's here. Ship is here. He's going to play over Dalton Reisner right now. Defensively, though, what are we looking at here? Jerome Baker's new. Javon Kinlaw and Justin Jones, McCoy, Wolf, Anderson's a superstar X Factor. Nothing else I could really say. I mean, we'll see what this team can really do. It doesn't look all that bad on paper, but apparently they're an 82 overall with an 85 offense. Let's see. And just like that, we're back up in the wild card. Not quite the best in the division. Obviously, the Eagles are still crushing it, but our 11-6 go to stats and awards now. Jalen Hurts throwing for 5,100 yards, 34 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Good, but not great. Saquon still doing his thing, receiving. DJ Moore up there with Fullen doing well in his role. Defensively, 135, 0, 50 TFLs, nice. Sacks, what are we looking at? Zach Baker leads the team. Chris Wolf. So it looks like the issue for the Giants was they weren't able to maintain young studs. Like, Saxy Dexy. I'm pretty sure, he's definitely gone. Kayvon, Zizo Jalari, all those guys, a couple linebackers. But see if we can get past the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card, and we don't. So Buccaneers have screwed us over twice now, I think. We'll be keeping that in mind. We're rated just about the same overall as we were last year. Just not great. Not a great sign for a good offseason. Drake takes over at running back, no more. Saquon. Hughes actually ends up having superstar X Factor. Fullen's up to an 81. You lose a couple offensive linemen. I mean, this is just rough. You're kind of seeing this unravel. You bring in another guy right here, a superstar X Factor. Yeah, I mean, team looks fine. It doesn't look great, but should be able to get at least like half the job done, right? I'm guessing maybe close to a 9-8 season. You could get lucky and do a little bit better than that, but should be interesting. And I was right with the 9-8 call, but we didn't make the wild card quite there, but we did improve to an 85 overall by the end of the season. Did I check stats and awards last time around? I don't think I did, but Jalen Hurts throws for 5,000 again, 41 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, probably his best season yet. Daryl Drake was fine, actually, on 4 per carry. It's not bad. DJ, Boo Boo, and Fullen all over 1,000. What is Boo Boo still doing here, dude? Leading the team in touchdowns as well. Sam Hughes doing his thing as well. Defensively, TFLs, good. Sacks, not great. And honestly, TFLs wasn't awesome either. So, maybe a defensive playbook change could be, a little bit in the works. So we actually did miss a contract extension here for Jalen Hurts that keeps him another 4 years. And so it should be interesting to see what he can do in this next 4 years with the Giants. He has another long stint with them. See if they can get anywhere. I did just mess with defensive playbook anyways too. So should see some improvements on both sides of the ball. Maybe more weapons on offense could help. But probably want to focus on the defense. And I think we had an 87 offense and like an 83 defense. So, I mean, headed in the right direction on offense, right? But like Jalen Hurts, you obviously have Drake was good last season. Stallings, Moore, Fullen's taking up that role as that guy or the guy. Defensively, you'd like to see more than this, but all around, all things considered, it doesn't look bad, especially the defensive line. Looks particularly better than than what you've seen in the past from this team. But yeah, I guess we'll see how the team can do. I think this is probably the best that the Jalen Hurts Giants have been since like maybe year 1 or 2. I mean, if you're gonna have a shot, you're gonna have a shot right now. So go to the playoffs, see what numbers they put up, see if they can put up a wild card game. Maybe get past a wild card game for the first time in a minute, and boom, right back in the wild card. We actually won the division, leaving us in a little bit of advantage. We have a tough wild card matchup though. We'll look at the statistics here. Jalen Hurts throwing for just another good season. Doesn't really seem to be anything like special. Drake took a step back from last season. Receiving, Fullen still doing his thing. Channing Stallings back. A lot of tackles to go around. TFLs all around. Sacks aren't really there still, but defense would have had to have been better. I'm actually under San Francisco playbook at the moment. And yeah, we were 19th overall defense and 13th overall offense. So however that works. Let's see who had the weekly award at the end of last season, or last whatever. It was actually Capers with a sack, interception, and 13 tackles. That is pretty crazy. A really good week there for him. And we'll see if we can get past the Chicago Bears at home in the wild card. And we do. Then we're against a division opponent, Jalen Hurts' former team that we are so called better than at this point in time. Yeah, I mean, can you get past the divisional? Can you make it to the conference championship? And you don't. You lose by 7 to the Eagles. It does suck. You can really feel this Giants team really come into its own now with Jalen Hurts regressing. Is kind of rough though. I think he's regressing. So far up to this point, he's had a good career. Well, I wanted to see this actually. 33 years old after 11 years in the league. Yes, he's starting to hit some regression ratings. I mean, here they are, still unbelievable. Throw power could probably be a little bit better. Speed is still unbelievable. I think, what are we gonna do? Wait, what is it that we gotta do here? It is stats and contracts. All right, I'm learning, guys. Yes, I've done this before. Might be hard to tell. 2 years remaining on his current contract, and then this is kind of just how he's been throughout the season or throughout the seasons. This is by far his best season: 5,000 yards, 41 and 7. I mean, in Philadelphia, he was a dog, but New York. I mean, he's been solid, right? But he hasn't been quite the next level guy. Rushing, I mean, 473 is his highest. 760, 784. 553. He's just good at everything, but can never really put it over the top with anything in specific in what whatever. I give up at talking. All right, how's Jonas Jackson still in the league? Defense looks really good though. Oh my goodness, you got a really good defense now. Azeez Ojulari is back. Trayvon Diggs is still here, and you got 2 star development safeties. And that puts you at an 86 total overall, probably on the fast track to a better season than you've seen in the past. Who knows if it'll be better than last season, but we'll have to see. And just like that, we're 11-6 and back in the full swing of things, having 2 very good seasons. And Jalen Hurts just had one of his best, if not the best, 5,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, doing his thing. Daryl Drake, probably not your guy. Receiving Colton Fulton 1,500, Lindsey Shepard 13, and DJ Moore still finds his way over 1,000. Defensively, what are we looking like? A lot of TFLs around. Sack productions there from one guy and one guy only. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, really good season there from him. What are we looking at here? Defense still probably not the best from us. It really does suck. I wish that we had a better defense, but I mean, gone through 3 or 4 different playbooks and just nothing seems to be working. I don't know if it's solvable, fixable, whatever you want to call it. Let's advance the week. See if we can get past the 89 overall rated Falcons in the wild card. We do. No, we don't. All right, I lied. We lost by a whole 17 points. On to next season. Apparently we got a lot worse. I'm scared to see why, but I guess what are we gonna do about it, right? We have to do this. It's part of the video. Jalen Hurts regressing. I mean, I don't really see an issue with the receiving core. Offensive line maybe got a little bit worse. The right side is, or I guess the interior is probably a little bit more weak. Probably could use a better tight end too. Sam Hughes still going. I think his name's Sam. I'm probably wrong about that actually. Lose your right end. Sheffield here doing his thing. Anderson, Little, and Diggs. Corbett. Good linebacking crew. Not great, but good. You got one stud linebacker. Yeah, I guess keep it moving. You finished the season 7-10. Not the greatest look. You don't finish all that great. Jalen Hurts still throwing the ball, still slinging it. Lot of interceptions to not that many touchdowns. Daryl Drake still not getting it done. Colton Fulton, Sweeting, and Shepard all over 1,000. Once again, 3 receivers over 1,000. Marcus Capers up over 147 tackles. TFLs all over the place, and sacks aren't all there. I don't know. This team kind of feels like it's unwinding. Not that great. I'm pretty sure this is the last year on Mr. Jalen Hurts' contract. I could be wrong though. Jalen Hurts did sign back actually. So last year, I keep missing him, but yeah, he has got 2 more years. Or I guess next year will be his last. I'm guessing. I think that's how that works. So we're straight 84 overall, like everywhere, offense, defense, and overall. Jalen Hurts still regressing slowly but surely. He's 35 now, 35, 13 years in the league. Looking at his stats and contracts here. I want to see his contract. So yeah, last year remaining on this one. Maybe ends up switching teams, goes to chase the Super Bowl. Little Shepard. I mean, you got okay offense. It's not as quite what it used to be. Free safety's a liability. You got a few guys on the defensive line that are okay. One's regressing like a lot. And just a few other guys that are just all right. Not great, but all right. And so we'll really just have to see how this team plays out. It could go either really good or really bad. My guess is probably I'd go with a 7-win team this year. Dude, okay, I think I'm just the best at calling these sort of things. We went 7-10. Did I not say we're gonna get 7 wins? I'm just better. Jalen Hurts back up to that top tier quarterbacks. 14 interceptions is a bit much. Rushing the ball, Daryl Drake for the first time over 1,000 yards since ever, I think, actually. Colton Follin, 1,500. Lindsey Shepard, Percy Sweeting just missing out there on a foul. 140 tackles for Quincy Harrison. 24 TFLs, and then consistent sack numbers. I mean, not good at sack numbers at all, actually. I was going to say consistently like 8 through 5, but that is not the case scenario. And we'll see if Jalen Hurts either continues to play, 1, or goes to another team, 2, or is just going to stick with the Giants. I don't know. And I'm going to trip. Still here. Jalen Hurts is still kicking it at 36 years old. Oklahoma quarterback in his 15th year in the league is absolutely crazy. We'll go ahead and look at his contract. He's just on a 1-year deal. $40 million, I think I saw. He's got a good supporting cast. Not great, but good. Good enough to take him to the playoffs. But if I had to guess, it's going to be what overall we were? 84 straight across. Give me a 9-win team. I like that. And for once, I'm wrong. We are a 10-win team. Win the division. Find ourselves in the wild card at home. It's kind of whatever. Jalen Hurts threw for the 3rd most yards in the league with 15 interceptions. Still a lot. 34 touchdowns is pretty good. Daryl Drake stepping down from last year. Colton Follin still doing his thing. Danny Humphrey defensively, what are we looking at? I don't know. A good amount of tackles. TFL still all there. 8 to 4.5. First 3 guys in sacks. So good and bad stuff to look at. Defense still just will never be good. Upgrade players, sure, I'll upgrade the players. I don't care, I'll upgrade them. Is that Andy? What was that name? Andy Madden? Maybe I couldn't even tell you. But let's see if we can get past the Detroit Lions in the wild card matchup, and we can't. And is this time and a sign to for Jalen Hurts to retire now? 1, he can retire. 2, he can keep playing with the Giants on a new contract. 3, he can go somewhere else, try to chase a ring. Which one do you think he's going to do? I don't know. New York Giants team is an 83 overall, but is that with Jalen Hurts? It is still with Jalen Hurts, down to an 83 overall, 37 years old. Let's see what sort of contract. If I had to guess, it's a 1-year, $15 million contract. It's 1 year. Oh boy, that is a lot more. 30 million still. He's an 83 overall, guys. What are we doing? We're paying this guy way too much money. But it is the Giants' decision, not mine. He is back for just yet another year to do another, or at least try to get another run, into the playoffs, maybe to the Super Bowl. It's a long shot. I give them a 8-win team this year, and I was wrong. I ended up 6-11. Not a good season for this Giants team. Don't ask me why I'm sitting so low. All right, I'll stand up. Jalen Hurts, 385. Why did I just go to his completions? 4,700 yards, 30 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Not a good season. Good stuff here from his receivers defensively. Cool. Anywho, out of there. I mean, he's just playing a little bit past his welcome for sure. Does he stay another year? I'm going to say no. He finally retires. That's my go-to. I think right now is when he's going to retire. The offensive overall has definitely gone down, but Jalen is still here. He's not going down with the rest of the team. He's still kicking it. 38 years old, 80 overall. Coming off two of his kind of worst seasons, I'd say. 1 year. Oh boy. I mean, it's not good at all, man. 1 year deal. Last season, really. Hopefully. I mean, geez, I just want to be done. Giants still kicking it. Still think that they're there. 7-10. Just not the record you want to be at. Now what I'm curious about is Jalen Hurts' numbers, how bad they are, but they don't look that bad. It's not bad, all things considered, but I think it is time for a retirement from him. Rest of the team not really producing. Like I said, you go 7-10. Obviously, something's not clicking. Obviously, you must retire. Moment of truth. Did Jalen Hurts retire? Or is he regressed down to like a 78 overall? And he's still here, 77 overall. Dude, why is he still here? He's 39 years old. Just hang it up already, man. Jalen Hurts is freaking ridiculous. Trying to be Aaron Rodgers at 39 years old, still kicking it. Man, I cannot believe what this guy's doing right now. He's on a very cheap deal now. Jalen Hurts, I mean, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing at this point in your life, man? Like, go visit with family. You've made more than enough money. You're not making the playoffs. Nothing's happening. Nothing's doing for you. Just retire. That being said, let's see if he can make the playoffs. And 8-9 is the record of the Giants at the end of this season. Jalen Hurts shows that he still has it. He's proven me wrong. 5,200 yards, 49 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, maybe his best season yet. Raymond Wiggins comes in and doesn't really take over as somewhat super surprising, but defensively, I mean, things are good. 11.5 sacks is the most we've seen in a long time. I mean, dang, Jalen Hurts is putting up numbers right now. It is very interesting to me. I mean, what are we doing? Is he gonna retire after having that good of a season? I sure as hell hope so. And please tell me Jalen Hurts has retired, moved teams, and whatnot. He's not here. That is a good sign. That is a very good sign. But is he anywhere else in the league? Is what I'm curious about. Does look like Jalen Hurts is up and out of the league, which is pretty good here. But can we look at league history and see if Jalen Hurts broke any records? Oh, he did win MVP this past season, though. He goes out on a high note right there with the MVP. No, but you should be able to. Is it in league? And you should be able to like look at stats and awards. That is in here. Awards, NFL records. Here they are. I found it. Passing yards. Jalen Hurts, 4th all time, right there. Wow. I mean, he did what he had to do. He finished, 17,000 behind Tom Brady, nearly 18. But I mean, geez, man, I didn't know he'd be 4th all time. But he's right there. Passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts right here at right behind Drew Brees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th right now. So that's pretty cool. Rushing yards, no. I want. How about this? Passing yards in a game. How about a season? Actually, we'll go to a season. 5,700, almost 58 is crazy. Jalen Hurts finished with 56 right here. And that's the highest he's gotten. And look at Jordan Love. On the Buccaneers, 5,500 passing touchdowns in a single season. Is he even up here once? He is not. He does tie for 10th though. Passing, what is it? Passing yards in a game. Look for a Jalen Hurts in here. I don't see one. What about passing touchdowns? See in here as well? No, but a lot of good records, or I guess a lot of historic markers. He gets over 80,000 passing yards in a career is crazy. His touchdowns was pretty cool as well. But yeah, that was the career of Jalen Hurts. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yes, I'm probably looking at getting a new webcam soon. I know this whole thing with the no LEDs, it sucks, but I guess it's just how we'll have to do for now. But yeah, that will be all for me. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, especially if you stayed this whole time and watched up to here. Really do appreciate it. And That's all.